Hi, my name's Oliver Marsden. I'm the director of ｔհոugհτｓ 141. The initial inspiration for τհոugհτｓ 141 came from my time on the Gold Coast where I studied at Bond University. I was there for about 8 months doing a pre-enrollment course to get into film and TV. Now, a lot of my time spent on the Gold Coast was by myself. I felt pretty isolated, I was pretty scared being away from home. And yeah, I'd spend a lot of my time just kind of walking around, taking photos, not really knowing what to do with myself. And it was a pretty lonely time for me, that's for sure. Now fast forward to about 3 weeks ago, when I was in Plovdiv, Bulgaria. There are a lot of remnants of the Soviet past that it had. A lot of really big buildings that looked pretty ugly. And we were there for about 3 weeks and would walk around these really ugly areas every day. It got me thinking about my time on the Gold Coast, and I felt really inspired to tell this story. So I got my brother to shoot me around all the different areas of Plovdiv. When we got back to Cairns, which is my hometown in Australia, we shot around the cane fields, which is where I spent a lot of my time growing up, and around some of my other favorite areas in Cairns, like waterfalls and little creeks and that. Now I had all this footage, so once I got to the editing table, I had a big job to do to kind of piece it together and make it the film that I had in my head. I spent a lot of time trying to piece together this little movie, and I'm really happy with how the edit turned out. There was a song that I listened to on the Gold Coast, this really depressing kind of lo-fi tune, and I wanted to use that as the main theme song because I felt it really summed up the feeling of my time on the Gold Coast, and I kind of just molded the edit around that. I also knew that sound design would be a very integral part to the film, so I went out with my Rode mic and recorded some sounds around my area, which was a lot of fun. I hope that with this film, people who have kind of been through that isolation, through that kind of situation where you've moved to a new place and you don't really have any friends, can kind of relate to it in a way. And yeah, thank you for watching this behind the scenes.